Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Joshua and this is Rooftop. In this workshop, like I said earlier in my previous workshop, we're going to be doing something entirely different. So as you've read the theme of it, we are doing a Christmas in Hogwarts. So not only am I keeping this Christmas theme, but I wanted to add something extra, you could say, to this. So let's start and see how we go about it. Okay, so this is what we had done earlier in the morning, and now we'll be making this over here. So we've got a nice overall theme. We got the train, we've got the castles at the back as well. Oh, hey Kashinath, and everyone else that is there. I'm glad you're excited. Okay. All right. So I'll start off with the drawing. Okay. So now, you know what? I'll just, I do this every time, but just so you can see the borders here, because of the light, it can yeah, there you go. Now you can see the frame a little bit better. Okay. So we can see that we have the train over here. And since this is going to be our entire paper, you can see that the middle would come somewhere around here. Right, so that would be pretty much almost the top of the train. So I'm going to start off by just marking where the top of the train is going to come. And I will start off by drawing a circle like this. So I'm drawing it pretty light. In case it is not, visible to you properly, then you can just let me know. I'll darken it a little bit. All right. Now that we have this part done, now let's see how we can draw the train. All right. So if you look at this, right, you can see how I'll just place this here, and then I will take a brush that I have, and I will put it over here just like this. So you can understand properly what I'm talking about, right? So you can see both the top and the bottom of the train eventually converge and meet at one point over here. So that is going to be our perspective. So in this, I'll be teaching you a little bit about perspective as well and how we can use it in art. So since this is about here, I'll go towards the slightly below the center of the circle and come extremely right. And now outside of the paper, I'm going to put a dot. All right? Over here. So now I'm going to just connect these two outside like that. I'll just darken this a little bit so you can see. And now over here, I will add another circle like this within these two lines. All right, just like this. So now with this, we have this part already drawn out. You see how it's already going towards one side? So this is one point perspective. Now I won't go too deep in it, otherwise I won't be able to finish this, but I'll be telling you a little bits and pieces of, different ways that we can use perspective and how we can understand it. All right. Okay, and then right behind this, Christmas X Harry Potter theme. Yeah. Hello, Neha. Okay. So now right beside this, now I'm going to draw the carriage at the back. All right. So you can see that there's just a little bit of space like this. And I'll increase this right about here, like that. 1 second. What did I miss till now? Well, a cylinder, that's about it. I haven't really done that much. Now, talking a little bit about perspective as well. So over here, we're doing 1 point perspective. So what I did first was I drew a circle over here for the front part of the steam engine. And then I drew a point just outside of the paper. So if you see here, it's outside of the paper. Because if you look at the carriage, right, we can see it eventually comes together and connects at 1 point. So we put that point over here. Okay, and now we have drawn the front part of this carriage. So the topmost part, I will connect it down to this. Oh, what's going on? Okay. That's odd. Okay, I am still live. It's checking if I'm still live or not. Oh, okay, great. I don't know what happened there. All right. So as I was saying, that over here, we'll take this top part and just connect it down over there, like that. Now you can see we have this sort of one part of the carriage drawn. And over here also, I have drawn a straight line and then a semicircle on top. So where those do meet, over here also, I will connect it down to this side. Okay. I'll just erase a little bit of this so I can get the line proper. Okay, there you go, just like that. All right. And now in front of the train, so this part over here. So now I'll be going a little back and forth a little bit, but trust me, it won't be too complicated as well. If at all you feel any part is complicated, you can just let me know and I will explain that part to you once again. So there's a very high chance that I will keep a part 2 of this at the 5:30 workshop. 1 second. Okay. All right, and now right below the circle, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a straight line like this, which is going to be this part of the train. And for the time being, I'll just increase the size of this so that you can understand what exactly am I referring to. Okay, so now this line that you see over here and over here, that's going to be this part. And if you see, it comes sort of towards the middle. So okay, that much should be plenty. Okay, and then I will take this and I will connect it back to this dot over here. Just like that. And then the same thing with this part. This part will come out a little bit more. So if you have a ruler, also that would be a little helpful. There you go, just like that. So basically, when it comes to drawing objects, right, like say something like, if you look at this drawing over here, if you look at this gift, this one is also in perspective, so that we can get the angle right, the depth as well, the distance between each object, all of that. So that's where perspective comes into play. Now this over here is 2-point perspective, but what we'll be doing now is 1-point. Now, like I said earlier, there will be bits and pieces that I will be keeping out, because I can't, if I spend the entire time explaining perspective, we won't be able to finish this workshop. Okay. All right. So now I've done this line here and then this line as well. Now I'll draw the part at the back over here. So the platform that is there. So from here, I'll just put a dot like that. And then bring it front like this. And then this one, I will draw it sideways. And then the same thing over here. Hold on. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. There's some issue happening with my PC, so I'm just trying to sort that out. Okay, now that we're done with this much, I will now add a little bit of thickness to this platform that I have made. So over here, this area exactly. Let's use a lighter color. It's still being at the bottom. Okay, so this area over here, this corner, for that I will bring this part down a little bit and then connect it to this point. Just like that, and pull that part down. And then the same thing here, I'll just make a parallel line and then draw this down. That way we have the platform over here now on which the engine is sitting. And then I can cut this part and this part as well with these lines that I have drawn on the inside, and then erase the middle portion. So for those of you wondering, how people draw, say, vehicles, or in this photo, this train without, this portion looking very wobbly or, very disproportionate and stuff, this is basically how we go about it. So now it already looks like it is emerging from this point over here. Okay. And then the same thing here. I'll just draw this one outward slightly. So I think this might be a little bit bigger than this one, so we might come out a little bit over here, but that's okay. And then over here also I'll add a line at the bottom for the snow of the train. Just like this. And then here also we can have some snow. So just make it a little wobbly like, so that it looks like, the snow collected in that part. Then from here, I'll draw a line straight outwards like this, which will give us the bumper of this train. So you see this line over here. If we take it all the way down like that, it will come towards this point. Which of my pencil works is your favorite, and can I explain why? Sure. I would say the cat one so far. See, now this is a good comparison. If you compare your works with your own works, that is very much fair. But not to stray off from your question, I would say the cat drawing that you have done, I would say that is my favorite one so far. And if you ask why, so I would say it's mostly about how well you've handled the pencil, because there are some lines that are nice and thin, some lines that are nice and thick, and overall the cat also turned out really well. So yeah, I would say that one. Okay, like this. So now we have the front of the train ready also, just like that. Okay, and then here at the top, I'm going to add the chimney, just like this, and then this will come a little bit higher, like that. So I'm going to take my time with the drawing, that way I don't speed up too much also for you, and plus we can then keep the second half or the next workshop for the part 2 of this. No, you're welcome, Rashina. So from my paintings that I have done in these workshops, which one is your favorite? Now it's your turn to tell me. There you go, like that. Okay, and then over here also at the side, I'll just make a small window like this. So do you want me to do the carriage as well, or do you want me to finish this part first and then move on to the carriages? How do you want me to go about it? Come on, give me an answer. Until then, I'll have some of my juice also. Front part first. Okay, cool. So over here, I have already done the circle here. So I'll just darken this part first. Yeah, there you go, like that. It's okay if it's not a perfect circle. If you want, you can use a compass. For me, I just like to freehand it so I can improve my circles. Okay, now if you look at this area here, the inner part of this engine, you can see the distance kept between these two, right? This top circle and the inner circle. So I'll just mark that there. It's over here, and the same thing with this side. And over here. Okay, so I've just put 4 dots, and now I'm going to start drawing a circle. Now watch how I draw a circle. So we have a sheet of paper here. So when I draw the circle, right, I'm not just going to go like this. That's not what I'm going to do. I'll start drawing a circle, and then I'll just keep drawing until I get the circle that I want, like that. Not once, not twice. Just keep going until I get the circle that I want. So over here, so I'll start off by just moving my hand in the air. Like that. And now from all of these lines, one of them will be correct. So then I can focus on that part. Just like this. So now if you see, I'm drawing them as shapes. I'm not drawing it as an engine in my head. I'm thinking of them as shapes, and then I can start to erase the rest. So this workshop, I'm going to keep it a little bit technical so that I can properly explain how I go about my drawings, and you can get a much better understanding also, rather than just trying to copy what I do. Like this. Okay, just like that. And then over here we will have the handles. And then this part in the center. Okay, that much seems to be plenty for now. And then over here also for this other line, just like this. So I will draw another circle like that. And then I can have, then I can have these drawn out. And then whatever extra lines I've drawn, I can just lightly erase it. Normally we would do this at the end, but I'm just doing it at the beginning for now, like as soon as I do it. And feel free to rotate your paper. Yeah, there you go. And then over here as well, we can see that we have these bumps like semicircles over here. And so from here it will come up like that, down till here in the middle of this platform. No, I think it's to the side. So what I'll do is over here first, I'll just draw this one part. And then here I will add the other semicircles, I guess you could call it. This one will be a little bit bigger. Like this. Then this one also like this. And then I can erase the parts inside of it that would be extra. Yeah, there you go, just like that. The Krishna painting. Oh, okay. That's nice. That was quite some time ago. Okay, now outside we're done with this part. Now we can work onto the carriage, because the buildings and stuff will get done like super quick within like 10 minutes. But the train is what tends to take quite some time. Alright, so if you look at this over here, we can see that there is a small. I was looking at my table to search for this image. I'm like, why can't I see it? So if you look at this part here, we can see a division here and one more division this side, right? So I will start off by drawing this one first. So I'll just draw a straight line like this and then curve it upwards like that. So that will be our first one, and then a second and last one would be here, somewhere about here, just like that. So this, I will take it a little lower than this platform we have made over here. And then I'll connect this, and then the same one I will take it back as well. Over there. Okay, just like this. And for the windows, right? So this is what I'm going to do. The very front part of the window, the very starting of the window, I'm just going to draw a straight line here. Sorry if that was loud. And then I will connect it to this part, to the point over here. So this point is is known as the vanishing point. Maybe I can take it a little bit lower and then connect it. And I can take this all the way back, okay? And then the next one over here. So there you go, we have the windows over here like this. So you see how it all comes together? Which one of Megha's works is your favorite? She's waiting for my answer. I would need to check, because there were so many works that I've seen. For Megha, I think there was one landscape painting that she had done. I really like that one. I think it was one of her first works, if I'm not wrong, that she uploaded. Yeah, I would say that the landscape one she had made. Just like this. And then even this part over here, I will connect it to this point like that. And then only the part that I need, I will darken it and take it up here. Just like that. Then over here we have the rest. So this one might be a little bit difficult. I didn't realize how tricky it would be until I started doing it. She hated all her works. Why? She's just 8 years old. Why are you hating your works? Hate is such a strong word also. Remember, you're just starting to draw. If you're practicing for maybe 10, 20 years, and then you don't like it, you know what, sure. Then you have, the justification to then think about your work in such a way. But just for 1 or 2 drawings or paintings and to already start hating your work, that is a bit mean on to yourself, don't you think? And then here, I'll add another one. See, so I'll keep drawing a circle until I'm happy with what I get. Yeah, just like this. And now from here, I will connect this line back over there. So if you look at this one, right, it is slightly curving inwards, but for now, we're not going to do that. We're just going to keep the line straight. Just like this. And then a little bit onto the front. Over here. So this part is mostly black, so I won't really focus on the nitty gritty details. I'll just focus on the major ones. Like this. There you go, we have this line as well. She's saying that she's not good at art. Well, Megha, how many artworks have you made so far? Or how many artworks have you made in your entire life? Why don't we start with that? So how many paintings and drawings have you made entirely? The total number of paintings. Now over here, I'll just start adding the smaller details like this and a little bit there. Okay, and now beside this line, I will draw another line. So we'll just make it parallel basically, just like this. She made like 30. Okay. And that is, I'm guessing, from the very beginning up until now. And after you started learning to draw, how many paintings have you made? Because if you ask me, after learning to, draw and paint, I have made at least 200 to 300 paintings in total after learning. And if we count before learning, I have made in total at least 600 to 700 drawings and paintings. And only then am I over here teaching you. So for you to just make only 2 after you started learning to paint or draw, and you already hate them, it is okay to not be happy with your work, but it is not right to stop yourself from learning, especially at such a young age. And you started drawing earlier than I did, so you are ahead of me already. I started drawing at the age of, I think, 13 or 14. That is when I started drawing. So given your age, you are at least 5 years ahead of me. So if you keep drawing, your drawings will improve more and more, and then you will start liking your works even more. Okay, and then over here I'll add this wheel, and onto this side I will add another wheel over there. And then here we will have the machinery for the train that is below it, just like that. There you go. And our train drawing is anything else? Over here. Yeah. There you go. And now our train drawing is ready. All that's left is the painting part, but of course we have all of this over here to draw as well. Okay, so now I'm going to start by drawing let's start with this building here, the castle that is there. So I will start drawing this upwards. Okay, so I want this building to end somewhere about here. So I will just roughly yes, thank you. So Kashinath, just so you know, this account that I have, or that I'm making these lives on, it is, well, I am a part of it. Let's not get that wrong. I am a part of it, but I do not own this account. So congrats to Rooftop on reaching 24,000 subscribers. Okay, and then I'll draw this one down. And then I'll have this other part of the castle as well. And there you go, just like that. And then from here we will have the smoke. So I'm just going to leave these areas white as it is. And then here, a bit of space. Then yeah, around this side we will have we will have this castle. Then a little bit here. This part will come somewhere about around this side. Yeah, there will be a part 2. It won't be possible to finish this in the next half an hour or in the next 20 minutes. So we'll be doing a part 2 of this. There you go, like that. And this part I'll bring it a little bit lower. And then over here we can have another part of the castle. Bring this line down a little bit, like that. Okay. And then on the left side, we'll have this Christmas tree. Right over there. I'll just darken this a little bit so you can see. And finally, the star over there, and then on the left side as well we'll have a tree over here, and then the other part of the tree is going to cover up the train, just like that. So I'll just erase this part where the tree covers the train, and oops, okay, I happen to kick this. Alright, so I'll just erase this part on the table also, and yeah, so our drawing so far is ready, and all we need to do now is just to paint this. So for that I will be keeping a part 2, which is going to be our next workshop at 5:30, which is in another 1 hour 10 minutes for those of you not in India. I think Maithili is not interested in posting her works. Okay, that's fine. Maybe eventually, as she sees you both posting more and more of your paintings, then she also could get motivated. So you know what, it's your job to motivate her to post more in the group. All right, so I'll just show you how much we have done so far. Yeah, so this is the drawing that we have made so far, and I will be continuing this at the 5:30 workshop, which is in another 1.5 hours. 1 hour 15 minutes, not 1.5 hours. So take care, and I will see you all then. Take care and bye bye.